The Beauty and the Hunter. Once there was a beautiful Afari girl called Cali. She lived with her mother and father. The family was poor. They had no camels or donkeys. All they had was a few sheep and goats. One day Cali went to the river to fetch water. But on the way home she fell and spilled her water. "Oh, my water! My water!" she cried. Burrito, a rich man, was walking along the road. He heard Cali and went up to her. "What's the matter?" he said. Then he saw Cali's beautiful face. At once he fell in love with her. "She's beautiful. She's lovely," he thought. "I want to marry her." The next day Burrito sent his uncle to Cali's father's house. "My nephew wants to marry your daughter," Burrito's uncle said. "What will he give me for her?" asked Cali's father. "He'll give you everything he has," said the young man's uncle. "And how much is that?" asked Cali's father. 100 cows, 50 camels, and many, many sheep and goats. Cali's father was very happy. "He'll give me all this for my daughter?" he asked. "Yes," answered Burrito's uncle. "All of it. Then he can take her," the old man said. So Burrito gave Cali's father all his cows, his camels, his sheep and his goats. He married Cali and took her to his house. But now Burrito was a poor man. "What are we going to eat?" Cali said. "Don't worry," her husband answered. "I'm a good hunter. I'll bring home something for the cooking pot every day." So Burrito became a hunter. Every day he went out and killed an animal. Every evening he brought it home and Cali cooked it for their supper. They were very happy. One day Cali's father came to visit her. "Well, daughter, how are you?" he said. "I'm very well, father," said Cali. "Please come and sit down." She ran to her cooking pot. "I must give my father something to eat," she thought. But the cooking pot was empty. "Burrito will soon come home," Cali said to herself. "He'll bring some meat. I'll get everything ready now." She lit the fire and filled the cooking pot with water. Then she put the pot on the fire. Soon the water was boiling. It was ready for the meat. But Burrito didn't come. Cali waited. The fire began to go out. The water in the pot boiled away. Cali fetched more wood and filled the pot with water again. But still Burrito didn't come. Again the fire began to go out and again the water in the pot boiled away. Cali put more wood on the fire and more water into the pot. At last she heard a noise outside. She ran out of the hut. A hunter was walking past. He had a dead bushbuck over his shoulder. But the man wasn't Burrito. It was a neighbor. "Oh, please," Cali said. "Can you help me? I have a guest in my house, but I haven't got any food. My husband is a hunter. He'll come home soon. Please give me a leg of your bushbuck. My husband will give you some of his meat later." The man looked at Cali. He thought she was very beautiful. "Yes," he said. "I'll give you a leg of my bushbuck. but you must come and meet me at the well tonight." "What can I do?" Curdali thought. "I must give my father some food." "All right," she said. "I'll meet you at the well. But please give me some of your meat now." So the man cut a leg off his bushbuck and gave it to Curdali. She ran back to her hut and put it into the cooking pot. Soon her husband came home. He had killed a zebra. Now there was plenty of meat. The three of them sat and ate happily together inside Burrito's hut. It was dark now. Suddenly Curdali heard a noise. The stranger was outside. He was throwing a small stone onto the roof of the hut. He wanted her to come out. She looked at Burrito and at her father. "Did you hear something?" she asked them. "It was nothing," Burrito said. "It was the wind," said her father. The hunter outside threw another stone onto the roof of the hut. Curdali didn't say anything this time. She only smiled and gave her father another piece of meat. The hunter threw a third stone onto the roof of the hut. Curdali began to laugh. "What are you laughing at?" her father and her husband asked her. "I'm laughing at 3 fools," said Curdali. "3 fools? What do you mean?" said her father. "The first fool is my husband," Curdali answered. "He gave away all his cows and camels, his sheep and goats for the love of one woman. The second fool is my father. He took everything away from his daughter's husband. Then he came to visit me. How did he expect me to feed him? The third fool is the man outside. He thinks I will meet him at the well because he gave me a leg of his bushbuck." The hunter outside the hut heard Curdali's words. He was afraid of her husband and he ran away. Curdali's father was ashamed. "You're right, my dear daughter," he said. "I made your husband a poor man. I will give him back half his animals." Only Burrito was happy. "My wife is beautiful," he said, "but she is clever too. I am a very lucky man."
The end. Hope you have enjoyed the reading. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. And find more fascinating and exciting stories from the description below the video.